Well, you guys know how it goes. A brand new update equals a brand new update review for a brand new vehicle. Anyway, in this video, guys, I'll be showcasing how good the brand new Barracuda boat actually is. I have been getting a lot of people in the comments talking about it and saying that it's actually pretty good in some cases, but in some other cases, by the way, after a little bit of testing, this vehicle makes absolutely no sense, and I'll be showcasing you guys in this video why. Alrighty, so the first thing we are going to be testing on this brand new boat is going to be the amount of health it has. So you guys already know the standard way in which I'm going to be testing this boat. I'm just going to be shooting it with the Bart and see how many shots it can actually tank. It has exactly 3 bars out of health, so looks like it's going to be pretty strong. So anyway, shot number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11. So this is 11 shots and it hasn't lost exactly half of its health. So shot number 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then we have ourselves shot number 21, 22, 23, and 24 was the final shot, which means that the Barracuda has exactly 1,200 health. Now, if we do go ahead and test its maximum speed, looks like its maximum speed is going to be, very weirdly enough, 54 knots. I believe it was supposed to be 55, but something has happened. I don't know what it truly is. But let's actually put this vehicle for a true damage test against the F-35 Abrams X and the Mi-28. So first off, we are going to be testing it on the F-35 to give you guys a pure example on how much health it's going to be losing after first shot. So as you guys can see, it's going to be losing exactly 1% after the first shot, where the F-35 is left on 99%. So let's actually take a look on how long it's going to be taking in order to actually destroy the F-35 with the Barracuda. But as you guys can see, the DPS on this, I'm going to be totally honest with you here, but it is actually pretty poor. As you guys can see, it's actually not as good as the likes of the Humvee. So I'm a little surprised and slightly disappointed in a sense. Let's go and take a look at another vehicle. Now this time we're going to be doing exactly the same test, but on the Abrams X. Let's see how good it's going to be, and one shot is going to make it lose exactly 1%. So look, as it's going to be taking around 100 shots from it in order to destroy the Abrams X. But let's actually take a true look on how much this is going to do. But from what it truly looks like, this DPS, I'd say, is very mediocre. It could have been much better, and I genuinely noticed, by the way, from my friend's perspective, one shot from the Barracuda will be doing exactly 12 damage, and then when you guys are going to be hitting the shields, it's going to be doing exactly 25, which means that on vehicles, the damage is actually cut by 50%. Once again, as you guys can see, it's going to be taking around 2 sets of shots in order to destroy the Abrams X. Now, once again, going ahead and moving into the Mi-28, one shot from it is going to be doing exactly 2%. So let's take a look at this DPS. Is it going to be any good? Still looking to be quite mid and not actually this strong, but again, this is going to be a starter boat, so it does completely make sense, to be totally honest with you. And let's go ahead and take a look at the Boxer next. And now finally, the Boxer on this test, one shot is going to be doing at least 1% on it. So let me go ahead and show you guys, as you can see. And then when I do go ahead and get out the Boxer, let's take a look if the DPS is going to be any good. But as you guys can see, on the Boxer, the damage doesn't seem to be as good as well, which is actually pretty unfortunate. Looks like it's going to be taking exactly 2 sets in order to actually destroy this vehicle, which in my opinion is still pretty poor damage. Now here's the thing, and my actual final thoughts on this vehicle. I believe this vehicle to be a better starter vehicle than the likes of the Vietnam River boat, or maybe something like the Cirque. But if I'm going to be fully real with you, I expected this boat to be way better. And the thing I noticed, by the way, let me quickly go ahead and showcase it to you. When you guys are going to be shooting the shield, the damage is going to be 25, but when you're going to be shooting the enemy, the damage is going to be 12, which means that the damage is cut to 50% on pretty much every single vehicle. At the end of the day, if this vehicle is not going to be any strong, it's just going to be a forgotten early game vehicle and no one will care about it. And I would really love to see this vehicle in use because it is very unique and modernized. So please, developers, do go ahead and buff the damage. I don't think this is this good. Anyway, let me know in the comment section down below if you have found yourself any secret uses for this vehicle. I personally didn't, and I think it's a little bit disappointing. Anyway, see you guys next video. Have a great rest of the day, and thanks so much to my channel members.